Hi guys, this is Rahul here from myview.rahulnavy.net, which is my blog. Here in this screencast, I'm going to demonstrate you that upgraded version of Angular 2. So basically, I have upgraded it to RC5 version, which you can see here in the left-hand side. I have named it as Angular 2 RC5. Now, when I collapse that, you can see here, this is the app component file for that, and it's pretty the same. And only thing which I like to mention over here is in this section, I am going to discuss ng modules. So there are a couple of changes which has been made in Angular 2. So I'll be discussing all those in subsequent videos in the coming sections. So the very first change which is being brought around Angular 2 is it's the modularity, which is one of the crucial change from the earlier beta versions. So modularity is very nice. If you have been, if you guys have been doing any Angular 1 activities, so you might must be knowing that Angular modules has always been in that key part of that Angular development, right? So any app component, anything is has to be tied with some kind of module. So here what we have done is like if let me just first give you a glimpse of that packages which has been upgraded to now. The recent version is rc.6, but there is no outer API changes. Those are internals, so there is no worry about that. You can simply upgrade to rc6 as well, but it will work as it is. So far I know from Angular team there is not going to be any major changes around that. All outside API changes has been done. Whatever they are doing right now is all internal changes. Now, the fact is, when I'm going to demonstrate here is like, now let's flip over here. Now, let me just flip over to the main thing. Like, this is the module file which I was talking about. Now, this is the one of the key implementation which has been improvised here in Angular 2 library. So it's being imported from Angular core, the same thing which we have been discussing earlier. Now, this is the thing which is coming here. So every Angular app has to be tied with ng module, right? So what is it's happening here in the very first line is just importing that ng module, and ng module has got some decorator. So it is going to list all the dependencies which it is going to need. So the very first thing it is going to need is the browser module, which is getting imported from platform browser. So what it is going to do, so browser module is required for running your app natively in any browser, right? So this particular dependency is required. Now our key logic is sitting here in app component file. That is what we are importing here. Now the thing is in decorate like, so if I said like whatever you are let's say you are needing in future router module or http modules or any kind of service module, right? So you will be importing all those things in that here, just after specifying comma over here. So with that being said, once those guys are imported over here, and once you specify under this import section, right, that will be throughout applicable for your application, right? Once you are running that, so you do not have to literally pull down those libraries again and again and specify under the import section. So once it is done, it is all global, right? So that's the one thing. Declarations is, let's suppose, is all about your local stuffs which you are building in your app component. Let's say you are writing any logic, you are building any pipes, whatever custom logic you are writing. So this is the one which it's specifying. So since this is that my just that bootstrap logic is only there, just a simple page is there. That's what I'm mentioning here, app component itself. I will show you this app component in a while, but just understand that this is just here to list out all the custom components. Bootstrap is the entry point of your application. So here what you'll be mentioning is whatever file is your Bootstrap is the main idea is behind, like it's just indexing that particular file as a main entry point for your app. Here, app module is empty, is currently exporting nothing, but in future you may emit something as in public API for outside world. Now let's see that what this guy is doing. If you see this app component.ts, so here what I have done is, like, here again it's there is nothing fancy over here. It's importing component from Angular core, right? And here's the selector piece, which is my app, and here is the template which I am just emitting, which is saying that upgraded version of Angular 2, right? And if you see my index file, so nothing much changed. As because all things remain same. Like my app is that my selector, which I have mentioned here, and that is getting bootstrapped over here. And so in the next section, we'll see more about the other changes. Now let's build this and let's see how it's behaving right now. Okay, now when I run this app, yeah, it's running fine. So as you can see here, it's pretty much working fine with that upgraded version of Angular 2 running on RC5. I hope you have liked this video. In the coming section, we'll delve further in that the new and recent changes around RC5. Thanks for joining me.